along the line, for me, I might have missed something. Maybe it's one of my daily maintenance things that I'm not doing every day that really keeps me balanced. Maybe it's that walk, or maybe it's that talk with my kids that helps to support me on a daily basis. So I want to go back with my supporter, because now my supporter has my RAP plan, because all of our supporters will have our RAP plan, our crisis plan. Well, they would know what that looks like. And when your supporters have your RAP plan, when things are breaking down, if they've built that relationship to me, they're paying attention, to things are breaking down. Oh, wow, I haven't seen this go on for a while. And the last time I saw it, we ended up in crisis with this person. So they start to help me to figure out, okay, what am I not doing? Have I not been exercising my wellness toolbox? Have I not been bringing that with me? Have I not been doing daily maintenance? Have I not been walking the dog or talking to the kids on a daily basis? So things can get here for me if I don't pay attention to this whole wellness toolbox daily maintenance. So then we come into crisis planning. Sometimes we get there, and that's okay, it happens. Within crisis plan, there's 9 parts in your crisis plan. And as we start building our RAP plan together, we'll go in depth about what this looks like. Some may apply, some may not, but we'll touch on that when we get there. So in crisis plan is like what I'm like when I'm well. So remember, in our daily maintenance was one of the first things we talked about was what I'm like when I'm well. And then there's signs I need supporters to take over. Okay, so then if this plan needs to be activated, I want the following people to take over for me. So there's where your supporters are come in, because now you've talked to your supporters, you've given them tasks in this crisis plan. It's time to bring them in. It's time to make the phone call to whoever you've tasked out to support you. And then in part 4 of our crisis plan, it talks about our medication, supplements, and healthcare preparations. So healthcare preparations is where do we want to go, and what do we want that to look like? So we're preparing for what that looks like. And we're going to do this plan when we're all feeling really well, because then we know what we look like when we're well. We know what we need when we're in crisis. So this will support us. Then we have medications. We always want to list our medications in our RAP plan for our supporters. So if we show up somewhere and we're not able to tell the doctors what our medications are, our supporter can show up with our plan and let them know what that is. Supplements, always a good thing to let folks, let our doctors know what supplements we are, because if they want to give us medication, we want to make sure we're not getting something that's going to affect us. And then we have treatments and complementary therapies. In home care, community care, and respite center, so you get to identify in these what your specific needs are. Hospital or other treatment facilities, what you need help from others, and inactivating the plan. So this is the 9th part, is how do we inactivate this plan? How do we know that, maybe Sue out there we've been supporting, and all of a sudden, Sue's feeling good, she's ready to go back to work. She needs to let us know what that looks like so we can support her to do what she needs to do. And that is post-crisis, comes into, after all of this, you get post-crisis. And that's signs that you can take back control over your life. Okay? So we've talked about the 5 key recovery concepts, and we're going to get more in depth with each one of these concepts as we build your RAP plan together. And we've talked about the parts. Really quick, before we end and get started on our lovely RAP plan, I would like to introduce to you, these also came off the Copeland website. RAP will help you create a toolbox of safe wellness tools, Create a list of things that you can do on a daily basis to stay well as you can. Recognize things that upset you and create an action plan on how to address the feeling using your wellness tools. Recognize early warning signs, create an action plan,